Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to give you a full nation's forecast as well as a look at the severe outlook and hurricane look. So yeah, let's get right into it. So in my last video, I was going to say that I was going to make a full US forecast for the mainland. So here we are, let's do it. So we're just going to run out for the full 384 hours. Looks like only 306 has loaded. Let me refresh the tab. Okay, 384. So this gets out all the way to the end of July just to see what is to come and what's to expect. So yeah. So here's the GFS right now. This is currently 2 p.m. Right now we have a severe outlook, severe risk for areas right in the northeast, some areas of the Midwest. We had a big derecho over here in the Midwest, and that caused many impacts, especially with the Chicago airports. Flights couldn't take off. It was really dangerous. Many tornadoes. So luckily that is over now, fortunately. So that derecho, some of the energy combines with some other energy swinging by from the north to cause a little severe threat, with an enhanced risk actually up for the upper central New York, as well as some areas of New Hampshire, and then a slight risk in cases the rest of the Northeast and many areas of the Mid-Atlantic, and then there's a marginal risk outside of that. So we continue this. Severe weather continues mainly for the South. This is getting into late this week into the weekend. And I mean, you see, overall, it's staying active for mainly the east. I mean, you see in the west, it's remaining dry and hot and warm, and that continues to be the theme, while an active east and some spotty mountainous showers and storms for the Rockies and other mountainous terrain towards the west. However, overall, the immediate west, as in Oregon, Washington State, California, Arizona, Nevada, Idaho, Utah, even New Mexico. I mean, overall, this area right here is very dry, not much in ways of precipitation. However, you see mainly some showers over here on the Rockies, but you definitely see much more activity going on in the eastern half of the US. So that's something to keep in mind. That remains a theme as we continue going. And look at that. As we get a front swinging by, we see a little homegrown system right here off the coast of South Carolina. It looks like this is way out, okay, but just showing, I did highlight how homegrown systems form itself, but this is a little system, and it looks like it swings back into North Carolina. If this were to happen, it would just be a little tropical storm could form, but this isn't actually, this isn't even a homegrown system. It kind of just comes in from the Gulf and then comes out from the Carolinas, but from South Carolina. But either way, something to watch out for, as the tropics have been very quiet. And yeah, that takes us to the end of the run. So overall, you see that little homegrown system. You see some severe weather, but besides that, no major headlines to talk about. Now getting into the severe outlook, we have a enhanced risk, slight risk I was talking about, and then a wide marginal risk all the way through, small marginal risk over here in Arizona, and some slight risks down here, Nebraska, and areas of northern Texas, southwestern Kansas, Oklahoma, panhandle of Oklahoma, and Colorado. So yeah. Now, getting into the day one. So, this one's a little weird. It's kind of, I don't know if it's broken right now, but it's not showing up. But there's a hail threat for the northeast and central U.S. And wind is a big threat. That's what's driving this enhanced risk in central New York right now. So that's something to watch out for. And then wind also being the main threat towards the central U.S. And then even in the enhanced risk and even areas of the slight risk, there's a small tornado risk over here and a small tornado risk over here in Nebraska with that slight risk. Now getting into the day two, this slight risk kind of shifts east, slightly south, and this covers some pretty populated areas, getting from Fredericksburg, Washington, D.C., Baltimore, Philadelphia, New York City, all the way up through Hartford, and even areas of Worcester, Massachusetts. So overall, along the I-95, there's a very like prominent slight risk and very populated area. Hail isn't that big of a threat. Same with tornado. Hail is a threat out here in this marginal risk, but wind is the main threat over here in the Northeast and Mid-Atlantic. So that's what we're going to watch out for, and a wind threat out here with the marginal risk in the central western U.S. West Central U.S. And then lastly, getting into the day 3, just a little marginal risk up here for kind of the panhandle of Nebraska, areas of Wyoming, Colorado, and South Dakota, and even a little area of Kansas. So overall, just a light little risk. And then the day 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So let's just let it load. Nothing really in the way of severe weather. Now getting into the hurricane outlook. Atlantic, no tropical activity in the next 48 hours. Take a look at the 7 days, not even in the 7 days, so very quiet Atlantic right now. However, the Eastern Pacific, I've been highlighting disturbance that we're watching right now. Low percentage, only a 40%, but it is a code orange. So some more slight development is definitely possible and likely. We'll see if it really develops into anything like a tropical depression or a storm. However, this is drifting pretty west, so it is actually getting into the central basin of the Pacific. So we'll also see it continuing its trek in a general direction of northwest. So there's your tropical outlook, severe outlook, your full nation's forecast. Hope you enjoyed and have a great rest of your day.